French label it was?
Mass
Productions.
Mass Productions.
They're one of the greatest guys in the world.
They still selling our CD,
Still selling that
but
shit.
they have only reclaim, I think.
Well, so what are some like stories about fans? Like, have you ever encountered fans that were like,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think Sean
the,
should talk.
the curbside heads in Europe.
Oh, but what
The
about
deadhead curbsides.
what about? It was so old school. We had a PO box. We go play towns like Reading and shit like that, and it was such a trip because we once a week would go to our PO box and they'd open it up and there'd be letters from kids like, you know, hey, I just saw you at the Reading show, da da da, and we had all like these pen pals kind of.
This is before the fucking internet.
yeah?
Way before the internet.
We would get lots of mail.
Yeah.
It was such a trip. Everything
We would
was,
get like trippy mail from like, we got that one letter from Hustler magazine. That one of the editors from Hustler's like, somehow reviewed your CD for blah blah blah. I want this one shirt. I'll send you a bunch of fucking porn and fucking.
Did you guys do the exchange?
yes,
Was it?
fuck yeah.
Cool. Do you sell the pornos?
No, I still got the letter.
You guys got a shoe deal?
Yeah, I got shoe
You
deal.
guys got a shoe deal out of it?
With who?
Curbside shoes?
Yeah. It was,
Curbside
Big
shoes.
kind or something?
No,
or that
it
was
was,
the bag or what was it?
what were those
DC?
shoes?
God, I'm glad you remember that shit.
I don't remember. They got a shoe deal out of it.
It was two fish.
Two fish.
There's two fish.
Yeah.
When we were on tour, they gave us shoes and
So-
the kind bags
Two
sponsored
fish
us.
based on it.
LA.
Oh, okay. So we played. Check this out. We were supposed to play the show for a two fish fucking skate jam. So Beardo fucking gets just annihilated. Shows up. We're supposed to leave at 6. He shows up at 5 on an all nighter. We drive all day to the show. We get to this big skate park. Fucking Beardo had the wrong day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So,
So we drove back.
That was in Santa Barbara or somewhere over there? Or?
We would be gone every weekend. At least I would say
3 weekends out of the month.
I would say 3 weekends out of the month.
And then local shows.
You had the wrong day.
The wrong day.
Yeah, he had the wrong day.
Yeah, because he
They
was-
gave me the wrong day. I didn't have the wrong day, they gave me the wrong day.
Were you guys late
No.
or early?
We were 1 day early.
We were.
So why didn't you stay down there?
Well, we couldn't do it because we had a show that we already booked the
No,
show
because
for that
you
next
were
day.
working.
I was working, I guess.
Yeah, you were working for.
We were
NASA.
ready to really go for it, but except working all
By the way,
time.
Bruno was working the night shift at NASA.
I was on the night shift at NASA, yeah, so things were a little.
It wasn't just the work; it was the girlfriends, like I said before,
What's that?
So,
that hold us back.
so I would say first.
More shows.
So okay, when we went to Europe in '96, we stayed in this town called Usti. Was that it? Was it Usti?
Yes.
Where was that?
Usti
in
in
North
Baden. Oh my.
And
Where?
we were
North Czech Republic, close to German border.
and we
Greatest
were
place in the world.
we were
It's
selling
very
more tapes.
industrial place.
Oh my god.
You sold more tapes.
We were
than-
selling more tapes than Green Day in the town. The
Wow.
record label would tell, you know, "Hey, you guys selling more tapes, but tapes. We'd sell, and the first time in '96, we would sell 10 tapes to 1 CD.
Yeah.
They would buy tapes
Do you
instead.
guys still have that PO box?
No.
No.
Because it'd be funny to see you're still getting fan mail.
But
You know,
I guarantee
you know
you
there's
we're not.
you know,
I don't think that's
you know
happening.
there's still kids in that, or they're not even kids anymore, but adults who like
Oh, in
still
Czech Republic?
idolize you guys. You know, I don't know.
I'm one of them right here. I'm playing with them.
Yeah.
On
Big-
Facebook, we got a couple, responses from old days.
So then we put out the second record in '90. So that was '96, and then I'd say the second record was
98.
'98, and then we went to Europe again, and that's when we did with Motorhead, and we did more festivals, and people kind of knew us already.
That's when we had, okay, so
It
we
was the
started,
biggest show.
yeah, we started off in one town and like people like, they'd show up with like a fucking block of cheese and be like, oh, Curbside, oh, can't, do a fucking case of wine. And like, where's the next show? And they would follow us. Next thing you know, there was like 2, then there was like 4, then there was 10, then there was 20 of like, it was almost like deadheads, but like punk deadheads. Just fucking following us all through Europe. And then like, all the food that we get from backstage we'd give to them so they could survive, and then we'd get them inside the shows, and it was just fucking awesome.
And in France, they used to give us a good wine they stole, right?
Would anybody like some French wine?
But in my opinion, it wasn't really like a tour. It was just like a party.
Vacation.
that's all.
It was like a vacation. I mean, it was
Oh,
like
it's a party.
it was. we would hang out for. It was awesome.
But
It wasn't like show after show after
First,
show after show.
first tour, like
Summertime
that.
it
But
was.
let me make one thing clear.
I mean-
You know the show with Saxon and Motorhead
Yeah.
on the main stage.
That was us.
You know why we got that, right? You remember?
Propane.
Because they were
We was
requested.
going to be on the second stage.
We were supposed to.
We were requested to be on the main stage.
No, we were supposed to be on the second stage, and Propane canceled.
From
No,
San
six of
Francisco.
it wasn't it?
No, it was Propane.
Oh.
Propane, yes.
We headlined in '96 the Dynamo Festival.
We headlined the Dynamo.
Look up the Dynamo, man. It's fucking
We
metal.
headlined the Dynamo.
We had fucking girls throwing bras at us.
Their
Oh,
own
really?
or just bras?
Maybe one or two.
They weren't that good looking.
Yeah, we headlined the Dynamo Festival, which is like the hugest festival ever in Europe now.
No, Dynamo came, you know, they started in Holland and it's just grew over the Europe.
And we headlined it.
But in Czech Republic. But, you know,
And that was
it was
a
a
big
little
hassle.
smaller than the real
Hey,
Dynamo. but
Americans,
anyway.
now you play. Remember those assholes?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that was fucked.
Who was that?
Some fucked up Czech
Band that
band.
played forever.
Some fucking assholes that we saved back in WW2.
Yeah, they were like old Rolling Stone
No,
of
those
Czech.
guys that kept playing, fuck you, I don't tell what you want me.
Yeah.
But they're playing Rage Against the
Oh,
Machine.
yeah.
And they're
Oh, yeah.
supporting.
So we used to play the Cactus. We'd pack the fucking place. I remember we
And
get
we
$100
never got
bucks.
paid.
We get
Calvin.
$100. I think the most we ever got was like 150 to 200 bucks.
No, we got $300 later.
We basically-
99 or something. But
All the odd numbers were out taking all the money.
No. No,
It's fucking odd.
No.
Calvin was taking it all.
Calvin was taking the money.
But you know what?
Calvin was, but-
But we still had a place to play.
Yeah, love that place.
Even though it fucked you over?
The
Yeah.
odd numbers
Didn't
always
really
fucked us
fuck
over.
anybody over. It was just fun to play there. It was a party.
it was
Especially Dave Miller from the odd numbers. That motherfucker.
And then the internet came along.
And then that's when we broke up.
Because of the internet?
Yeah.
It's just too much, man.
It was just we couldn't grasp it. You know, we were playing with these bands that were opening for us, and then the internet was making them internet stars, and we were fucking old men.
So why
I
are
don't
we,
think we were old.
why are we playing this show then?
Okay, so this is my
It's like I'm asking the questions.
this is my midlife crisis show.
Josh
I'm
is turning 40.
40 years old, so I'm getting.
He's the oldest guy in the band.
So I wanted to get Curbside and a buzzard, maybe for the last time ever.
And then we got
Wow.
the 20-year reunion of
Last
Core Banger
time ever.
opening up. So that's it. Any more goddamn questions?
Let's see. I had that one that I came up with. Just gonna let it out. So now that you guys are older, you know, you're all, you know, professionals with jobs and stuff like that, and probably will be starting families. Have you guys thought of changing your name to Cribside?
How about Crimp Shine?
No, Cribside.
Oh, Cribside.
Yeah.
Josh has already got a crib side at his
He's
house.
already been
Yeah.
criticized.
He's been crib sided. Me, Chechi,
So we're still
Packer,
ready
Mike
to.
D.
Hey, we're ready to go.
Ready to go.
And I saw you guys. You guys were ripping it, like maybe not jumping as high as you used to. Maybe songs were a little slower than.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was catching like this much
still have
air back
3
then,
weeks,
and now I'm
man.
like,
So, and we're just gonna start building our internet presence right now because we've been told we have none. So we're gonna start. We're gonna release a live record. We just decided 5 minutes ago.
Mhm.
Sure, why not?
Packer had it.
let's talk about Mike D.
Okay, let's talk about Mike.
I mean, yeah.
So Pat
Packer.
replaced Mike D.
No, no.
No, Packer's filling in.
I
for
didn't
Mike.
replace Mike D at all.
No one.
Nobody can
replaced.
replace Mike D.
So what happened to Mike D?
Okay, so we were scheduled to play last October, and we were just getting we were just gonna start practicing. I think we're gonna practice on the Tuesday. And-
Mike D lives in San Diego.
And he lives in San Diego, and he came. He wasn't even going to be at the practice Tuesday, but he was coming down to do another show for some reunion he had with.
Mike D played with Cliff Burton. Mike D's an old school, just musician, solid, real deal bass player that has been around the world a couple times playing blues and funk
Rock and whatever.
rock and roll and punk
Everything.
rock. He's just the best
True
all
musician.
around bass player, musician, singer,
Legends.
great dude, all the way around, awesomeness guy.
So how do you end up with you guys?
Yeah, I don't know how that
Hey, well,
happened.
'cause I
Because they like the white
No,
chicks.
White chicks.
No. Basically, I was playing bass in a metal band, and I shared a studio with Mike D. And Mike D was my bass idol. Seriously.
Wow.
Seriously, like when I was,
First time I ever
I
heard
was
that.
sharing the. No, I told Mike D that.
Yeah.
When I was sharing the studio with him, and then when this band came, I called him because he played in a punk band called Type A. So anyway, back to the show. He's driving down to play the show.
Oh, wait, Type A, like the city or the Psychosis?
Psychosis.
Alright.
So he's gonna play the show, and I was gonna go see him. So I showed up at the show to see him play at the quarter note, and I never saw him. So I call him that night, and I'm like, Mike, dude, I didn't see you. You know, what's up? And didn't hear anything from him. Tuesday comes, and we're starting our first practice for the show, and I get a message that right before these guys came over, that Mike D had a stroke. So
A massive stroke.
yeah, he arrived to San Jose, had the stroke before the show, and
Luckily, someone was with him.
someone was with him, and then he was at Stanford. So we went and saw him a whole bunch at Stanford, and then he went back to San Diego. Obviously, we didn't play that show, and you know, we're hoping
But he's doing well.
he's doing well.
He's doing really good.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
He's in great spirits. He wasn't able to. When I saw him, he wasn't able to even speak. It was pretty sad.
But now he talks great.
I talked to him on the phone. He sounds great. Only thing is he's in rehabilitation. He's just having problems.
He's not there yet.
His big thing is, you know,
For
the
the
guy
bass.
loves
So he's there mentally
Not
and
for the
everything,
bass, yeah.
but he cannot play the bass.
He can't play it.
He's gonna play the bass, just not right now.
Not right now. He will. That's strong.
So that's why Packer's filling in.
And so,
I'm doing my best.
so now when this came up, we're like, oh, well, who's gonna play bass? Well, there's only one person that can play bass, and that.
I know, but I said no.